Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mob, and today I'm going to give you my first impressions, thoughts, and review of Smoke and Sacrifice. Now, the point of this series is to ultimately let you guys know what I think about the game and some points, pros and cons, to let you guys know if this is something that you'd like to check out as well. So, just to let you know, I'm not done with the game. I have done about maybe 5+ hours. I've been live streaming all of these episodes on my Twitch, so please come on by. Link is down below. Hit me up there. I play lots of different games, and if you want to watch this specific Let's Play, I'm uploading it all to YouTube, so there's going to be a link down below if you want to watch all the gameplay that is shown today from those episodes. So, quick summary before I get into the crazy details. This is a semi-open world, top-down perspective type of game. A lot of gathering, crafting, survival. A lot of people are saying it's like Don't Starve meets Steampunk, and I'll talk about that later. It's also on the PC and Nintendo Switch. I played on PC Steam. I don't know if you can plug in a controller or not, but I was using keyboard and mouse, which worked out pretty well. So let's get into the story. This is the first couple of hours in the story. I don't want to spoil everything, just in case you decide to play it for yourself. So the game starts in, and you are this character named Sachi. You're in this weird steampunk-ish world, as I mentioned before. It looks like you're like a farmer, and then all of a sudden you have to go back to your house, pick up your son named Leo, and things really ramp up because you end up sacrificing him for some reason. And remember, this is the first 10 minutes of the game, so nothing too crazy. And then, you know, everyone is sad, but then more than meets the eye. What is this sacrifice for? You know, assumingly the sacrifice is to keep the light god happy, or as like a tree god happy. And then you find out later, oh, there's more than that. Oh, is my son really dead? So pretty much when the son gets sacrificed, it gets zapped by some sort of steampunk teleportation device, and then you decide, I'm going to go down there too, you know, after an event happens to your village. So then you jump down there, and there's this huge area to explore. It's a gigantic map, and then that's pretty much where the game goes. It's a lot of the beginning story, and then it jumps you right in, and then you're pretty much free to go wherever you want, with the limitations, of course. Alright, so I have a lot of notes here. Okay, so this is what you're mostly going to be doing in the game. So like I said, this is 5 hours in, and I'm seeing a cycle of what you do in this game. I have some key points here. The first thing is you're going to be exploring the map a lot. You know, when you press M, it shows you the full map. You know, a lot of games have, you know, lots of different instances. This is I think the whole game is just one giant map. So far, it's just been one huge map that you can zoom in and out. You can teleport around there. So it's ever expanding. You start in this green, lush biome where you can gather lots of stuff and talk to locals. There's lots of biomes. You can pretty much walk anywhere, but you have to have the right gear to survive in a certain area. So you start in the green area. You know, your character doesn't have any crazy equipment. You're fine. But if you start walking south or something like that, you're going to end up in a snow biome, which you're going to need some special equipment. You go to the east, there's tar pits, etc. So there are limitations, but it is that's why I call it semi-open world. You are able to go there, but you're going to need certain things. So the reason why you want to explore the map is, of course, you know, go through the story. We'll see the new biomes. This game really rewards exploration. If you run around the map, you're gonna see different types of points for gathering points specifically. And then really important, I love finding these on the map, is called recipe. You can find recipes. So in different biomes, you have to give certain items to a certain point, and then you're gonna learn recipes. This game is all about gathering and crafting and questing and looting. So the gathering portion, you can get it through either you know smacking trees. So fruit drops down. You can kill enemies to pick up their hide. You can plant stuff down and find stuff in chests. It's really nice. A lot of the stuff, I don't know if it's you know, roguelike generation type of deal, pre-generated. I really couldn't tell because I don't want to start another game and see if the map was the same one as the last time. From what I've seen, I think it's a set map. No matter what, this biome's gonna be in this area at this time. But I think a lot of the stuff on there is actually generated differently. Some enemies over here and stuff like that, which is cool. You know, if you destroy an enemy, you can come back and teleport and all that stuff. You also get lots of stuff from enemies, like I said. And what do you do actually with all of this stuff that you have gathered? What are you going to be crafting? So you can make weapons. There's melee weapons, tools you can do, and there's range weapons, which is my favorite. Lots of different armors to not only protect you from enemies, but also the environment, like electricity, heat, and everything like that. You're going to need armors for sure. It's consumables, which is, you know, quick eat food. Maybe you recover health over time, buffs your speed, etc. Really, really nice. And like I said, you can make tools. So there's like trowels you can use to dig for treasure. You can get hammers to break down oil, oil veins to get oil, and nets to capture different types of flies. And then lots of miscellaneous stuff like traps and this game is pretty deep. I like the crafting system. It's pretty nice. So with all your weapons and everything, there is a durability, which is a little annoying. It kind of reminds me of playing like Breath of the Wild or Don't Starve. You use the item too much, it's gonna break. In this game, at least, when it's about to break, there's a little tip. A lot of people might repair it. When it's about to break, upgrade it. If you upgrade it using some of the materials that you use to craft it, it's going to increase in durability. Its durability goes to max, so you can reuse the tool just like as if you crafted it regularly, and it gets a little bit stronger. You can do that with the weapons and armor. You can do it up to 2 times, which is really, really awesome. Different tiers. You usually start off with like a basic rock weapon or something, and then you're gonna end up, a wood weapon, and then a crappy bow and arrow, and then you go into like a gun. You know how it goes. There's progression. And throwables. There's a lot of throwables in this game. I'll give you some examples. There's a fire bomb, which does extreme amount of damage. An ice bomb freezes enemies. A stun bomb, poison bomb, slow bomb. There's like lots of it. It's really, really cool. So now that you've crafted everything, what do you actually do in the game? Survive, explore, and fight. This game is a lot of surviving and a lot of fighting. So the whole like thing about the game and why the underground is so dangerous and why people are working their ass off in the world, it's because of a huge sorry, it's a huge calamity called the smoke. Now the game kind of works in like a day and night cycle, where at the top right you're gonna have like a little compass type of thingy. It doesn't really move around. It's like a watch or something like that, right? So on the bottom portion of it, it's nice and clear, everyone can breathe. Who fun. And then it goes to the top portion there. Enemies get a lot more harder. It's basically like it's day and night. And then the smoke comes out. Now the smoke is dangerous. You breathe too much of it, it's going to hurt you and essentially kill you. Now as you go through the game, you find out like almost every enemy down there is affected by the smoke in some way. And a lot of the good NPCs, the locals, if you talk to them a lot more, you learn that they look that way because they couldn't get away from the smoke. So then there you go. The graphics in this game are actually really, really good. They were weird at first. Like I started the game, I was like, oh, this is really weird. But then, it started to grow on me. The character designs are really, really amazing to look at. And the first time that you fight one of the giant creatures and enemies that, it takes like a minute to beat, oh my god, it looks so freaking amazing. It looks really, really amazing. Audio, even after 5 hours of playing this game, nothing really stood out to me. It was a lot of like, the music was okay, the sound effects are pretty good. The character doesn't really talk, but every once in a while when you hit an enemy or you get hit, she makes like a little grunt, like ah, ooh, ah, and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but that's pretty much it. You're gonna be running around and helping out the locals. You're going to be doing a lot of stuff like overthrowing some bad people, and then the ultimate goal is just to find your son. There's a good amount of side quests. For instance, there's this one little child in the game who's like, hey, I have this little theory that I want to, because there's like tons of different types of enemies in the game. He's like, oh, I want you to capture this jelly and then capture this jelly. I want to breathe them and see what happens. So I'm in the middle of doing all that. And then it's like a side thing. I don't know if you're most likely gonna get like a crazy recipe out of it. So I'm having fun doing all the side quests. I want to talk about my final thoughts about this, bugs, thoughts, and then my final review. So this is a total single player experience. I had a little bit of gripes with it when I, in the game, because it is made for like the Switch. I think the gameplay and UI is made this way, but it is extremely clunky. It is extremely clunky to keep switching between all of your items, favoriting items, and then I wish they had more quality of life type of things. Now, I'm not being whiny about this, but it gets really, really tedious because this game heavily relies on your map, right? And every time I want to look at the map, I have to, tap M off and on and off and on, M on and off. It's just really, really annoying. If there was some sort of like, I don't know, transparent type of map on the side, I think it would be much better. And one of the things that this game is extremely lacking is some sort of hot bar. Yeah, there is no hot bar in this game where you're in combat on the fly. You need to eat something to survive or quickly switch weapons if it's about to break. It'd be really, really nice if I can tap like 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5, like assign an item to it. You can't favorite an item, but all that does is you have to scroll through on your mouse wheel to get to the specific item, which is very annoying. And you can't even like switch the items around. Like a really, really small thing about this is, okay, let's say I favorite my sword, it's in my first slot. I favorite my grenade, it's in my second slot. And then I favorite my tool, which is in my third slot. You have to keep like scrolling back and forth. I wish you could just press 1 and 2, because if you get a new item and you want it to be in the first slot on your favorite slot, you can't do that. You can't move them around. So you have to unfavorite everything and favorite the first one that you want to be in the first slot. It's small, but then after playing for so long, it gets really annoying. It gets really annoying. The combat's great though. It's left click, right click, etc. If you play Don't Starve, think about the combat in Don't Starve, but much better. Actually, like after a couple hours playing it, I kind of felt like I was playing a single player version of a light Diablo type of deal, with the combat like that. So yeah, this was a nice little experience. I'm going to finish the game. I want to see this all the way through. I really like these types of games, where you slowly progress your character. You're not super tied down to story. I mean, the story is there, but it's not like the huge crazy focal point. The focal point is exploration, getting new recipes, and experimenting. That is one of my favorite things in games, is discovering things on your own and running around and seeing what you can do. The game doesn't hold your hand that much either. Like, you have to be skilled at what you do. You have to learn enemy patterns, because your armor have durability, and if you get screwed over, you die. And this is what I really, really liked about the game. So far in the 5 hours, I've only died once. And when I died, because there are save points, right? So, save points meaning like you get to a checkpoint, there is a teleporter where you unlock around the map. Because it's one giant map, like I said, so you save there, and then if you don't save for a while, you die. It loads into your last save point. So I really like how the game is semi-punishing that way. Otherwise, in a lot of modern games, there's no risk. There's no risk. It's like, oh, you died? Don't worry, man. I'll just send you back to your, I'll send you back to the base, no problemo. Sure, you might lose a little bit of gold here or there, but it's good. Here, oh my god, you die, you lose progress. You lose progress. So it's like, oh, I better not die. I better do. Is this the time? Is this the right time to use my fire bombs or my crazy, food buff that I've been saving? So I like that. Games with risk and reward, it's good. Thanks a lot. Thanks, game. That was amazing. But the only thing that I think that might turn a lot of people off is it's a little grindy. But like I said, I like that type of thing. But that's just me. I enjoy it. I'm going to finish it all the way through. So like I said, all of the gameplay that you have been seeing today is from my Twitch live stream. So come on by, click on the link below, catch me live. I'm going to be doing lots of new games, modern games, and retro games. And once I get a couple of hours in, I'm going to be doing reviews for all of them, even the retro games, because I'm going to be playing a lot that I've never played before. And so please come on by. If you want to also watch the Let's Play, there's also a link down below. So yeah, that was Smoke and Sacrifice, my first impressions, thoughts, reviews. Let me know what you think down below. Have you tried it yourself? If you are really interested, are you going to get it for the Switch? Because I actually don't know how the controls are there. But the PC one's nice. Can't wait to finish it off. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.